Hello, sunshines. Welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host, Heather, known as BunniPhish on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. Today is Monday, the 15th of November, 2021, and this is episode 38. Hi, friends. How are you? I'm pretty good. Today felt really long, but also really short. It didn't really feel long. Okay, so it felt kind of like weirdly long in the middle of the day because I had cramps that were like super terrible. Like my coworker was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" Because I broke out into a little bit of a sweat. I felt the cramp coming on and I took some pain medicine, and then it went like from 0 to crushing. And so I was like sweating a little bit and like doing measured breathing, but then it was fine. So another thing, this morning I wrote out all of my holiday making that I need to do by Christmas, basically. So, and I didn't just write out a list. I wrote out like, I guess, action steps, like just breaking everything down into smaller pieces because, like, I could just say I need to make X pairs of socks. Well, but what really goes into making socks? Cuff, leg, heel, which can be, I broke it down into heel flap and heel turn for each of those socks. Foot, toe, I'm choosing to do my holiday socks cuff down just because I find that a heel flap and gusset fits like the broadest range of feet. So yeah, I'm doing that. Like, I broke it down into a whole bunch of action steps because I was starting to get a little cocky about like, oh, I'm so close to done. Let me do all these other projects. Girl, get done what you need done first. So yeah, I did work on some things though today. You want to see? So let's start here. This is the sock for one of my sister's boyfriend's daughters. I'm still working on the toe of this first Pixel Rise sock. I'm almost done. I think I've increased to 60 stitches and I'm increasing to 68 stitches. So only a few more rounds on that. So I plan to get this toe onto its needle today. Did I bring the needle though? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is, down at the bottom. So yeah, I'd like to get the toe, that sock, on its needle tonight and maybe get through one repeat of the color work. Here is my nephew's sock. I am almost through the gusset on that. Actually, I think I might be through the gusset. I need to double check the count. I'm either through it or I have one round left to go. And then it'll just be knitting down the foot. And I also cast this on yesterday, and this is going to be the tube sock. So what I've decided to do for the tube sock for my other nephew is I'm going to knit 18 inches from here to where I start the toe, because I don't know what size shoe he wears, but I figure 18 inches will give him, even if he wears like a size, I don't know, 12 or something. If he has a 12-inch foot, then that'll be 12 inches plus like 2 inches will be taken up for the heel. So he'll still have a 4 inches of leg plus the cuff is my thought process. So that should be good. My plan for this sock is that I'm just going to leave it in my car for now because it's just going to be stockinette forever. And it's good to have a project in my car that I can work on when Patrick's driving or when I get stopped at a really long red light, because we have a few of those, or when I get stopped by a train, because sometimes those stops are like 5 minutes long. And also Patrick drives in the morning when we drop him off at work. He drives to work, and it would be good to have a project that I can knit on in the dark in the car. So that's what this is. I also brought the squares for my friend's pillow. I only have one left to make because I made one yesterday. So I think I'm going to make a square, and then I have this pink yarn right here to start putting it together, and this cute boyfriend. We're having a shop date. He just bought me dinner before I have to teach because he's very thoughtful. And look how cute he is. He trimmed all his beard off and looked very cute. But he's starving, so let's get out of his face with the camera. So yeah. One more square and then putting it together and making cats. So I'm going to work on the pillow and these socks tonight. Everything else I just brought so I could show you. Hello sunshines, it's Wednesday and I'm just popping on for a quick update about my projects. So here is the pillow. And I have 3 cats done and I'm planning on, it's early evening. It's 5:30 on Wednesday. So I'm planning on making several cats. I don't know where the square went. Somewhere between the knit shop and home on Monday. It could be at the knit shop. I checked my car, but my car likes to eat things. I don't know. I don't know where that square is. So I'm going to make a new square so that I can have this all together. These 8 squares are together, these 3 squares are together, and these 4 squares are together. So I want the front of the pillow to be completely together square-wise and make a whole bunch of cats and then figure out cat placement and probably not start sewing the cats on today, but at least pin them on. I don't think I'm going to get all 16 cats done today, but I'd like to get probably 3 done today. And then look at this sock. I have made so much progress on this. Okay, so not so much progress, but last week my goal was to do 2 of these colorwork sections a day. And the past 2 days I've done 3 colorwork sections a day. And I intend to finish 1 more tonight. So I'll be almost through the colorwork part of this sock. I'm super excited. So if I can finish the color work section tomorrow, do I think that I can get through the striping section on Friday? I don't know if that's realistic, but if I could do that, then Saturday morning I could put in the afterthought heels and mail these out. I don't think it's impossible to finish this project and this project by Saturday. Maybe not Saturday morning, but like run to the post office after work on Saturday. And then here is my nephew's sock. I'm still making good progress on that. Down the foot. So I think maybe I'm going to check the length again in 10 more rounds and see where it is. I know I'm going to need more than 10, maybe like 15 or 20 more rounds, and then I'll be ready to start the toe. So I don't know if I'll finish that tonight. I can't promise that, but once I finish this sock, I'll probably cast on the second one, but let it sit because I'm going to cast on this yarn to make a hat for Patrick's other brother, because this sock doesn't need to be shipped out, but this hat does, and I would much rather get the hat finished and not have to, and get it shipped out not on Saturday, but sometime next week would be my goal. Is next week Thanksgiving? Yes. So maybe not next week. Maybe next week. Ooh, I could get so much crafting done. Exciting. I would still like to have these done this weekend though. So then, yeah, I'll be working on this hat. This is Deep Stash. This moved with me from Kentucky, and before it lived with me, it lived with Josh. This is Dancing Dog Dye Works. Michelle has a new dyeing company that she dyes for every once in a while. I don't remember what it's called, but this is Dancing Dog Dye Works tweed. So I'm going to use it to make a hat. So yeah, I don't have much to go on my plans tonight. Just kind of hanging out and being cozy. So I think I have probably 2 solid hours of knitting and crafting and stuff. Maybe more. We'll see how long I stay up. I don't know. But I'm going to watch a podcast because Patrick ran an errand. So, yay! And then I'll see what he wants to do when he gets back. Okay, friends, it's winding down toward bedtime, so a little bit of an update. I have all of the squares together, and I have 9 cats made. Remember, my goal was 3 to make, so that would have brought me up to 6. Good job, me, and my supervisor approves. Do you approve? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah? Do you approve? Did you say you approve of pets? Do you approve of pets? You do? Okay. On sock progress, I am more than half finished with the foot of my nephew's sock. I made it to the heel on the Pixel Rise socks, so that's pretty exciting. So one more color work section, and then onto just stripes. I also cast on a hat for Patrick's other brother. So I'm gonna put this aside because this doesn't have to be mailed and work on this instead at school. And then today I also received this cute ornament in the mail. Not one of my official swap partners, but an unofficial swap partner, we'll say. Isn't it cute? I'm so excited for it. It's so pretty. Alright, friends, I'm off to bed. See you tomorrow or the day after. Who knows?
Good morning, sunshines. It's Thursday. I thought this morning when I got up I would make like 1 or 2 cats get closer to the goal, but no, I made the last 5 that I needed. And look how cute they are. This one to me looks like a little Totoro. They're so cute. So this evening with my supervisor, I will start assembling the cats on the pillow, hopefully.
Happy Thursday evening. We are downtown because Patrick is picking up food for us.
And I'm hungry.
And Mara is hungry.
And
why is my
Tale
flash on?
Two Kitties,
There we
by
go.
the way. By Dave Pilkey.
And look at how cute the decorations are. Love it. I am working on the Pixel Rise sock, so I am also wearing pajamas because obviously it's after school hours, pajama time. So yeah, I'm on the 4th color out of 10. So we'll see how far we get tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna finish the leg today like I kind of wanted to, but if I don't, that's okay. But my plan is to work on this and work on sewing the cats onto the pillow once we get home. Hello Sunshines, happy Saturday. We are after hours at the yarn shop and I thought I would sit down for a few minutes, probably about 10 minutes with you, and talk about what I have been working on this week, because I have made a really good progress on some things and some things I've made okay progress on. But first, you want to see something so sweet? my school teacher, my classroom teacher, brought all the paras lotion to say thank you for being us, basically. So that was super sweet. It was in my purse, that's why I have it to show you. So first, before I get to what I've been working on, I still haven't finished Witches Steeped in Gold. It's fine. I think I'm just not in a book reading place right now, which is okay. That happens sometimes. But I am in an audiobook listening place right now. So I have started The Wheel of Time, the first book. So what is that called? The Eye of the World. And I plan to listen to all of them via audiobook. The show has come out and I have not yet watched any of it, but I do plan to. So I read the first book in college and I read the second book I don't know, a few years ago. They're just very, very hefty reads. I think the books are all between 600 and 1,000 pages. So yeah, it's a commitment to read them, which is why I haven't. But I want to. I have wanted to. My high school boyfriend was really, really into the whole series. He read the whole series. We played the Wheel of Time role-playing game. There's a game where you make characters and stuff, so we played that. I just haven't read them, but I'm going to. So let's talk about how cute this pillow is. All of the cats are attached. I have started giving them some character. I do not plan to give I think this is the only one I'm going to give stripes to. Maybe, maybe not. I might add stripes on a couple others, but I am going to give them all noses, mouths, and some whiskers. And then all I have left after that is crocheting the back and putting that on this pillow. So super close to done. My goal was to have projects in the mail today. It's not gonna happen. It's okay. Not every goal can be met, and I had been working at such a supernova pace basically for other projects that it's fine. This coming week is Thanksgiving in the US, and I work in a school, and when you work in a school you have extra days off for Thanksgiving. So not extra whatever, but you get the school days off for Thanksgiving. So I will have extra crafty time next week, and I should be able to absolutely finish all of the projects that need to be mailed out by next week, by Friday next week. So it's fine. Things take a little longer than I anticipate. This is a thing that a lot of ADHD or people with ADHD struggle with, how much time things actually take. It's okay. I do have two half-finished objects though. Look, I have the first of the carrot cake socks and the first of the kind of pixel-rise socks, and I have all but 2 ends woven in on this sock, which is impressive because there are 50 ends per sock. Because I did all of this changing colors for the color work and for the striping, and then I did 5 colors for the heel. Not everybody is worth 100 ends for a pair of socks, but the recipient of this sock is worth 100 ends. So yeah, I have 2 half-finished objects. So I have started the heel on the second Pixel Rise sock. since I did inverse-ish colors for the socks, I decided to do one light heel and one dark heel. So hopefully my friend likes them. She wears hand spun socks, so it's got to be okay that things don't like match perfectly. So yeah, I have that second carrot cake sock started. I have the second heel going. I am adding in my high instep afterthought heel, which you can see on a normal afterthought heel, it's just like a little it makes a 90-degree angle. That's what I'm trying to say. With the high instep afterthought heel, it makes more space for your heel to sit, because I find that afterthought heels just don't have enough space. So that's what that does, and I'm really pleased with it. Yeah, so just the two ends to go. Ba-doop, ba-doop. All of the other babillion ends are already woven in. I did knit in most of the ends on the feet, so like these are knit in, they just need to be snipped. But on the leg, because it was a ribbing pattern, I couldn't really knit them in, so I had to actually sew them all in, which, what was I thinking? Here, I'll show you what that looks like on the second sock, because I've not woven them in on the second sock. Look at all that, all of those ends. So many ends. It's not a big deal. So I don't think that I have worked on this since I talked to you. This is my nephew's sock that I was setting aside to work on the hat. What was I saying? Love getting phone calls after we're closed. It's great. Something about my nephew's sock. I don't think I've worked on it. I'm going to try to work on it after I finish up the other things, because someone has requested that I do a 9-inch circular, like completely just 9-inch circular sock. And it's totally possible to close a toe using just a 9-inch circular, but I hate it. It's super fiddly, but I'm gonna attempt to do that and record not like a tutorial, but kind of a talk-torial. That's my plan. So that's the plan for this. Sometime after I finish the 3 projects that I need to get in the mail. So you've seen 2 of the 3 projects that need to go in the mail. The third one is this hat, which I have not worked on, not really. Let's see, I have 2.5 rounds on this hat. Once I start working on it, it will go super fast. It's just going to be another, what is that, turn a square hat, because it's really, really easy to make. And yeah, it'll be really fast once I start actually working on it. I've really been focusing though on the pillow and the sock, because those are for my people and I'm running to the post office for them. But if Patrick's brother's hat doesn't get finished before the 1st of December, that's his problem and he needs to take it to the post office. So that's why that's last on priority. Yeah, so I'll get there eventually with this hat. Once I finish the sock and the pillow. The sock should be finished today. Probably weaving in ends tomorrow. Like I'm gonna weave in a few ends here and there, but it's, you know, it's like 20 ends to weave in on the leg still, plus 10 ends for the foot. No, not the foot, the heel. So I'm just gonna take my time on that. And then I also worked on my other nephew's sock a little bit in the car. It is longer than when I last showed it to you. I don't know if you can tell, but I have been working on it in the sitting times in the car. It's been in my center console. I just pull it out and work a few stitches when I'm, at a super long red light, or waiting for a train, or waiting, or if Patrick's driving in the morning, because I don't have to look at it to knit on it, which is really lovely. Okay, I think that's all the check-in that I have for you today. Maybe tomorrow that pillow and the sock will be finished. I'm gonna try. I do go to my mom's for dinner tomorrow, but I don't at this moment have plans for the morning. We might go out to breakfast or something. I haven't decided. That's really going to depend on whether or not my kids did the list of chores that I gave them this morning. It's not like a crazy list. I gave it to them 6 hours before I should be home from work. And my overestimate of time, my time that I think it will take them to do it, is about an hour a piece for their chore list. Their chore list would take me like an hour altogether. I am really good at planning out chores. I'm just not good at planning out projects, like time-wise. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we're doing something fun tomorrow or not. I told them it was dependent on them doing what they're supposed to do, because they're old enough for me to not have to watch them do their chores. All right, friends, I'm gonna head home and see what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon. Good morning, friends. It is Sunday, and this is what I've done this week so far. Oh, except I finished the second heel on the second Pixel Rise sock. I just have less than 10 ends to go, so good job me. I've been working on that, but this is my list, and as you can see, there's a change here. So my sister and her boyfriend broke up last night, which means I am not going to make socks for him or for his 3 girls. So I do have one pair of socks already finished for the girls, and I finished the first of the other pair. But what I'm gonna do is, I originally bought that yarn to make shorty socks for myself. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip out those socks and make shorties for myself. Not immediately. I'm thinking that might be a December project. After I have gift crafting done or nearly done. So I'm actually going to change these. I'm going to cover them over with something else. And these stretch goals are now not really stretch goals. They are actual goals that I'm going to try to accomplish. I was thinking about making socks for my kid's Grammy this year anyway, so I just moved that over. And then I want to do a hat. It says hat and cowl set, but maybe it'll be hat and fingerless mitts, or hat and mittens with a white or cream background and some heart motifs on them. So I'm going to make a list for that, and then probably work on another hat and fingerless mitt set. I think that would work better than cowls, hats, or mittens. Hat and mitten set. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to change this over. And the other thing that I have been making big progress on is, this is the back for the pillowcase. This, like the rounds, hold on, let me pull back a little. These rounds right here, marked by this stitch marker, that was a quarter of the pillow back completely, so half the height. So it's 7 rounds, so I'm going to do 7 rounds again and then compare it to the pillow. And if you can't count crochet, I'm going to count it right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the 5th round, so I have just under 3 rounds to go before I test to see how that will fit on the back. I also finished all of the kita faces except for eyes, which will be done by the recipient. So I think they're cute. I intentionally made some grumpy cats and some happy cats. So hopefully she will like it a lot. And I have been working a little bit on the hat for Patrick's brother. It's just boring. That's the problem. It's just 2x2 rib, and then it's just going to be stockinette, and it's fine. Although, what if I put a cable in it? Like, I think I might have to do that just for some interest. Just so that I'm not bored with it. I'll be more likely to work on it if there's a cable motif than if it's just plain stockinette, honestly.